in a short bit. It's about, let's see, what time is it? 6 something maybe? 620 plus. Got the Bounty Hunter Tracker 4. Got the knockoff pinpointer trowel and my knee pads. And we're gonna go try this park. I think the last time I was here is about maybe 3 weeks ago. Set the detector to about the 3 o'clock position on setting, leave it at the 11 o'clock discrimination setting, leave it in all metal mode, and we'll start off in the dark here. If I get anything, I should be able to show you using the pinpointer. So we'll start over here by this little round thing, okay? And we should get enough light here in a little bit. So let's see, and here's the pinpointer I was going to be using. Right here, it's got a light, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah, so sunrise is coming up here, so we should get some light here shortly. All right, so we're just going to be working it in the dark initially, then things will lighten up. And right now I'm just kind of working around this round, I don't know what it's called, this thing right here, little round merry-go-round looking thing. And since I have it in all metal mode, I should be able to pick up pretty much everything that is metal that's within my coil search, okay? All right, and I'd say we'll get enough light here, probably about the next 5-10 minutes. Get that early morning rise, sunshine. It's supposed to be another 100+ degree day again here in Texas. All right, let's go to these swings right here. Let's work it. Yeah, 100+ degree temperature day, and I'm anticipating the, oh, that's the structure. So I figured get out early while it's still cool enough, not getting too beat up. Okay, that's still the structure. Wow. All right, let's go back over here. Good morning, Steve Madden. Howdy, howdy. Okay, that's the structure. It's going to be dark initially, but we've got the sun rising here shortly. I can see it out in the distance there. Okay. All right, let's go back to this other deal over here. Yeah, I needed to get a morning coin hunt in before it gets way too hot. And I'm using the Bounty Hunter Tracker 4 right here. 3 o'clock position on the sensitivity, 11 o'clock position on discrimination. And then I've got a pinpointer that does have a light on it, but it has a little quirk where you got to wait 2 seconds before it's actually ready to go. Any metal? No, not found that. Okay, let's go work around here. Let's go to this side over here. Let's go work this area here now. It's going to be dark initially, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, that's the structure. Okay, more structure coming round. And I think I've been here about maybe 2-3 weeks ago, so there may not be too much, but I'm hoping that maybe I've been gone long enough that we'll see something. Good morning from Japan. Seeing what I can do with my discount metal detector, the Bounty Hunter Tracker 4. Okay, we'll be working this area, starting to get some sun up here. It's about 6 something, 6:30 maybe now. Okay, coming around. Okay, and main thing about doing this live is there's no editing, so sometimes you find good stuff, sometimes you find trash, and hopefully we'll find some good stuff this morning. Okay, coming around, getting a little bit more light now. Let me work this area here by this little climbing deal. Okay, okay, that's a structure. Okay, at least there's not too much trash. I've been coming here pretty consistently and picking up a lot of that aluminum stuff that gets chopped up in this mulch. So let's see if that pays off. Okay, I have to go under here real quick. Okay, nothing yet. Wow, it's gonna be one of those days. Oh, wait. No, that was a structure. Okay, let's go back over here. No. Okay. Wow, it's gonna be one of those mornings. Okay. Let's come back. Looking for anything, basically, but mainly coins and jewelry. Okay. Come back around. Okay. Okay, that's the structure underneath there. That's the metal pole. Okay, go straight into a metal pole. Don't go side to side, or you're going to get a false signal. Okay. Another pole there. Okay. Wow. I was hoping that this place would have yielded something after waiting a few weeks. But I guess not. Well, it's still early. We got some digging to do still, or searching to do. Okay, structure. More structure. Going underneath this deal here. Let's see what's in there. No, that's all structure. A lot of metal here. Metal poles holding up the playground, dealie. Okay, coming around. Whew. All right, out. Yeah, nothing there either. Holy cow. Let's keep going. That's all you can really do is just keep going. Okay. Going around this deal. Let's go over here by this round thing here. Okay. All right, back over here. I think the last time I did this here, most of the finds were along the sidewalk area. Let's see. Nope. Okay. Heard a crackly noise. It's interesting because I'm not finding much iron either. So maybe I picked up a bunch of that stuff too, because I was getting a lot of nails and rusty wire. So I guess it's paid off that I've cleaned up the area a little bit. So if I find anything, maybe it's something really good. Okay, still the structure. Okay. Good morning. All right, let's just do a quick round table here. Let's see who's on. All right, Steve Madden, howdy, Sheil, Chic, Melia, Cat's Eye, Sohail, Chic, Melia, Amy Green, Muhammad, Raging, Diwa, Ayumi, Boom Slang, French Treasure Hunter, Beddings, and Miranda. All right, well, thanks for joining. So far, it's been slim pickings, but hey, it's just good to get out. Get out and see if we can find something. Can't really find anything if you don't go out there. So my motto is just get out there. Okay, and I'll get suggestions. Oh, you gotta go to a beach. You gotta have a, yeah, really good to go to a beach, but don't live near a beach. All right, let's go back over here. This is Texas, not Illinois. Okay, coming around. All right, nothing on that one. Wow. All right. Let's go to this end here and start working. Again, I started off by the structure of the playground itself. Then I'll work the perimeter, and then I'll work some of the gaps. And really all I'm looking for is at least one coin. If I keep it simple like that, or maybe some piece of something of value, I call it a good hunt. The other ones I just call, if I don't find anything good, I call it exercise, because usually I'll have to go check the finds and do some deep knee bends to go dig them up. That's why I got the knee pad here. Okay. Coming around. Okay. Wow, at least usually get some trash hits, but I'm not getting any. I guess maybe that's a good thing. Coming around. Coming around. All right, I think we're coming up on the spot where we started. Yep. All right, let's go and do a perimeter search. A Vortex VX5. All right, how's that turning out? Did you find anything yet? Did you do your little test that you do where you take a nickel or a penny, a nickel, a dime, and a quarter, maybe a silver ring and gold ring, and pull tabs and just test out your detector to see how it picks up the signals? It's a rule of thumb that I do when I'm breaking in or learning a new detector is before I take it out, I'll get a feel for what different targets return. And that's kind of saved me a lot of frustration looking for stuff like this. But hey, this is much different. I'm not finding much trash at all, and not much of that wire rusty stuff either. That's pretty cool. Of course, I haven't found anything yet though. But it's still early. All right, ready to test. Nice, perfect. Okay. All right, just kind of working the perimeter now. After I work the perimeter, then I'll start closing the gaps between where I searched previously. And those gaps are usually like this area out here. Okay. Just keeps it simple, keeping track of what's out there. Okay. But what's interesting is I have not gotten any trash yet. That's a new one. And I've got it in all metal mode. Yeah, wow. Heard a crackliness here. I think I see it too. I think it's this little wire. Yeah. All right, well, look at that. That is my first deep target / deep knee bend, and it's a piece of wire. Well, at least I know it's working. Okay. All right. And the sound you're hearing is the sidewalk, possibly that rebar. Oh, here we go. Okay, that one disappeared. All right, this one is something that rusts, so let's find out. Pretty close to the, oh, there it is. Well, that's something that rusts. Okay, let's keep going. All right, thanks Wesley Coolin for the treat. All right, well, piece of wire and a bigger piece of wire. Let's see what else is here. All metal mode. So I started this using the Bounty Hunter Tracker 4 because I kept getting asked questions on my stream about a good metal detector to get started metal detecting with. Oh wow, appreciate the what is that? That was a cool looking cat. I like it. Thank you. All right, back to the structure here. Okay. No. So the big thing is I got this for $70.35 right here. And what I kept getting asked was a good machine to get started with. And I started out with a Fisher 1225X, which was an analog detector from way back that did not have all the bells and whistles. It had sensitivity, discrimination, had a built-in pinpointer deal, had a headphone jack, but no volume control, and everything was done by your ear and the sound of the tones coming in, as well as how the adjusting the discrimination based on what you got. And so what I found was, I paid $300 back in 1986 for it, and after that, I think I got one of those old Radio Shack metal detectors, and then about 3 years ago I got the Nocta Macro Simplex Plus, and that one you have a lithium-ion rechargeable battery, and that was good because that made it much easier to maintain the battery charge and not worry about having any 9-volt batteries at the handy. So in this case, this uses two 9-volt batteries. It's very simple setup. 3 o'clock position is what I go with on the sensitivity, 11 o'clock on discrimination, and then all metal mode. And again, you got to learn the tones. And the big thing when you learn the tones is you'll have a high tone for coins, typically a penny, a dime, and a quarter, one of those Sacagawea dollars or Susan B. Anthony dollars. And then you'll have more of a low tone, kind of a buzzing sound with a nickel and a pull tab, as well as your wedding band in this case. A 10-carat wedding band. Hear how it sounds in all metal mode. Nice high tone. Switch it to tone mode. You can hear that buzzy sound now. Okay. That sounds just like a pull tab, sounds just like a nickel. And so the key is with this setup, it's easy to learn. Just got to learn your signals, learn your tones and whatnot. On that Nocta, it has a visual ID, has a depth meter, and for the price, it was really good. I liked it. In fact, the only reason why I stopped using it is because I got this, because I kept getting asked questions about getting started in the hobby and getting a decent machine. So I can't tell you what I don't know, but I do know only the detectors I own. And of the ones I do own, if I had to do this again, I would have probably started out with this baby right here, because it was $70.35 versus the $300 I spent on my first one. And what's cool is Fisher, the one that I initially had, is also owned by First Texas, which also owns Bounty Hunter. And there is potentially some sharing of some best practices in circuitry and whatnot. So you may be getting a high dollar machine or high dollar circuitry for what you're finding. Okay, that toned out, so that's going to be something rusty. Have I found anything yet? A piece of wire, and then a rusty piece of wire, and then now this thing. So, but that's the nature of the beast when it comes to metal detecting live stream in real life. Is you never know what you're getting. No faking it here. You get to see the full Monty, and full Monty says, I found a bottle cap. Okay. So let's take a look at this bottle cap. All right. All metal mode. Nice high tone. Let's go to tone mode. There's that buzzy sound. Okay. Okay. Now if I go faster, it'll disappear. Okay. Or at least tone down. So supposedly that's a feature that's part of the Fisher metal detectors. Some large object, if you go faster over it, I think it is, it'll help kind of tell you if it's going to be a good signal versus maintaining that high tone, like if it was a quarter or something. So rumor has it there's some sharing of circuitry, aka best practices, when it comes to the machines being made by, be it Bounty Hunter or Fisher. Okay. All right, let's work this gap area. We'll come back around and see if there's something else. Looks like it's going to be one of those mornings where I'm not going to be finding much. But hey, you got to get out there. You get started in the hobby. You can't get into it, and you can't get better at it if you let your metal detector gather dust. And in this case, even the good days and the bad days, you got to just keep doing it. I like doing it because it is addictive. One, you never know what you're going to find, and then two, you get you out there. Yeah, okay, we've got some 100-degree temperatures forecasted today, but I'm coming out early morning and seeing if I can kind of find a coin or two before it gets really hot. All right, I also go in the evenings too, at night. I'll bring a headlamp that I put around my waist so I can have my hands free and do those streams as well. And I'm mainly doing these live streams. I will post some long form videos of past hunts of live streams, as well as some shorts and some how-to videos on occasion, but mainly I'm doing this mainly to let folks know what it's like to take up the hobby. Okay. And it isn't always gold, silver, bling bling. It's a lot of bottle caps, pull tabs, and rusty things. But it is addictive. Once you're hooked, you're hooked. You're gonna kind of wonder when you go by these parks and playgrounds and other potential locations to detect, you'll be wondering, what pattern should I use? I wonder how long it's been last hunted. Maybe there's something there. And then once you do get started, you'll start asking yourself, when was the last time I was there? And what did I find? And do I remember some of these spots where that are basically, it's not a target, it's actually a piece of the structure. So what will happen is the city will come in and redo this, okay? And they'll move and replace it with another structure. But they'll leave the base mounts down below in the ground. And I've had it before where they had an initial structure, and then I found the base mounts where they connected, or where they built the old structure, or removed the old structure. And after a while, you just start learning those locations and just remember that. The other thing is you'll also kind of just remember what it sounds like, because I've had it before where I've getting those signals, and then I'm noticing that the signal has changed. So I'll go ahead and dig it, and lo and behold, something new has popped up there. Okay. All right, I think I've covered the gaps here. We're gonna work our way to the other little playground here and kind of check it out, because I did the perimeter and gap search there, or perimeter searches around the structure and the outer perimeter, the border of the little playground, but I didn't do the gaps. Right there, I gotta do that one. All right, and we definitely got some light now. I started out in the dark, so for you guys that joined during that time, appreciate you guys bearing with me. Okay. All right, let's go to this side. All right, I gotta do a perimeter search first, and then we'll come back around and let's see what may be lurking along the sidewalk. Okay. And my goal each time is to find at least a coin. Doesn't matter what kind of coin it is. And then maybe, if not that, something of value like a trinket, some kind of costume jewelry. I'll count that as a good hunt. Okay. Okay. And this is a fairly small park, so it won't be a long stream today. Oh, look at this. My trowel. It's a good thing I normally have that sitting in my pocket here. Found my trowel. Okay. Yeah, the thing about the trowel, you got to make sure it's a solid handle, because you'll break those off. The cheap sheet metal ones, or the riveted ones, or spot welded ones, you'll break those quickly. And I'll take an angle grinder and sharpen these right here. And you can get one of those like Bowie Rambo looking knives or digging tools with the serrations and all that, but I tend not to do that, because the last thing I want to do is have someone call me out as I'm searching in the dark carrying what looks like a knife. So I keep it simple. I make it look like I'm gardening in the dark. Yeah. Okay. All right, this perimeter search not looking good. Okay. All right, let's work the gaps now. I'll do another perimeter search, but closer in from the sidewalk, closer in now. I dropped my trowel again. All right, and let's see if we can get something to pop over here. Okay. Surprised I didn't find a coin yet. Holy cow. Usually I find one. No Roman coins here. I'm in Texas. I'm not sure if the Romans popped up over here back then. All right. Okay, let's keep going. I think there was one year I found a bunch of dimes in this one section right where I'm standing, and that was back when there was a bush here. And I guess the kids like running around the bush and all that, and next thing you know, they were losing their coins. Okay. All right, coming round, working the next gap here. I've had it before where, let's see, I haven't found diddly today. Bottle cap, wire, and then a rusty wire. Okay. Yeah, kind of. Okay. It's been slim pickings this morning. Okay, let's come back around. Okay, here we go. Okay, all metal mode. Still getting a low tone. Let's go check it out. Could be some aluminum stuff, maybe. Or maybe something better. Let's find out. It is aluminum stuff. Okay, and I kind of could tell that one because it kept that low tone versus the high tone when I switched it to tone mode. Okay, and this is, again, one of the key reasons why I like this machine. My old school Fisher, I had the discrimination knob on this side versus this side, and I would flip the discrimination up so I could tone things out and see if I still got a good target. Instead, with this, I have a toggle feature, so I can go to all metal and then I can sweep the tone mode, and it'll give me that same functionality of flipping the discrimination up. Okay, it's already preset. It's just turning on the on-off button, basically. That's a main reason why I like this detector, is that capability, because I can search in all metal mode and then flip over to that discrimination tone setting, and now I can listen to the return and see if it's still something that I want to dig or not. All right, there is a discrimination toggle also if I kick to the left, and don't use that one as much. Actually, I don't use it at all, mainly because you don't get the tone. It's just a straight single tone, and you're still getting the discrimination feature. It's just that you're not getting the change in tones on the target. And the key to using a detector that doesn't have any built-in software to interpret the signal, just your ears, you got to have that tone sound. But it is analog, no LCD screens, no push buttons, just straight switches and knobs, and no software to interpret the signal. You're getting what you get, the raw signal. And that's kind of like my old Fisher. Got the raw signal, and that's what it told me, and my ears kind of learned what was there. Okay. Oh, bummer. I was hoping to find something. All right, so one last hoorah. I can go in this area here where there's some less dirt and grass, grass, and sometimes I'll find stuff out there. So let's go out here real quick and see if we can maybe pick up a coin or two out here. Okay. Okay, I'm hearing some tones here. Okay, I'm listening for a high tone is what I'm looking for. I'm gonna kind of skip the crackly tones. Mainly just trying to see if I can squeeze a coin out of the ground here. Okay. Okay, this is where that digging tool comes in handy. Getting a buzzy sound there. I'm gonna skip that. I don't really dig in the grassy areas. Let's go back over here. Try over here by the tree. Let's see if there's something lurking over here. I think I found a dime previously here. Okay. And I've got it in tone mode here, so we won't be picking up all that iron stuff. Okay. So maybe something's lurking in the dirt here. Okay, I heard a crackly noise. Okay, more there we go. No. No. I'm hearing some crackliness in there. Okay. Let's go back over here. Oh yeah, it's fun. Especially when you're finding stuff. Right now I'm not finding much, but even then, it's still fun enough that I'm willing to come out and dig for a coin or two. Let's go back over here. I'm staying in the dirt area, so that if I have to dig, I can not damage the grass or the landscaping, because that's one of the rules they have here. All right, all tone mode. In fact, I actually see it on top. Look at that. Surface fine penny. All right, we found a penny, and it's beat up. It looks like a lawnmower hit it. Wow. All right. Great walking exercise. Oh yeah. Plus you get deep knee bends. That's why I have this baby here. Knee pads, because I normally drop to one knee. Okay. That might be something, but it might be a chunk of metal too. Let's find out. I'm gonna have to dig it a little. It sounds too big to be a coin. Okay. Oh, here we go. It's over here. Let's scrape it away here real quick. All right. Something here. Okay. And this is when I went in tone mode. And since I'm digging in an area that has a lot more junk, I went ahead and went to tone mode because I don't want to be trying to dig up a bunch of... Oh man, this sounds too big to be a coin. It might be a can. A lot of times it's that buried aluminum can or something. Yeah, we'll skip it. I don't want to damage the ground here. We'll keep looking. Okay, we'll keep looking. I think I can work out another penny here. Okay. Oh wow. Little feeder creek's low. I've caught tons of bass and bluegill here normally. Definitely low. Okay. Oh wait, I heard something. Buzzy sound. Okay, let's go back up here. It's worth this sidewalk. I'm gonna slow the search down too, but I'm gonna keep it in all metal mode, or tone mode, I'm sorry. Here we go. All right, let's find out what this could be. Hopefully it's on top. No, that one's too big to be a coin also. Let's keep going. Okay, crackly noise. Let's come back around. All right. Okay. Okay, getting a hit here. Kind of got crackly though. Let's see what happens. Okay. Okay, this one may not be too close to the surface here. All right, may have to dig a little. Let's find it. Okay, right about here. I may have to dig a little. So let's just pop it up a little. Oh man, that ground is pretty tough down below. They watered this morning, so upper layer's not bad, but then it gets really, really hard. Okay, right here. I think it's deeper though, and I don't want to go too deep. Okay, right about here. Had a crackliness to it, so I'm not sure if it's going to be a coin. All right. All right. This is where taking that angle grinder to the trowel helps. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Found it. Found it in the trash. Nice. It's another beat up penny. All right, 2 pennies. I don't think that'll make it through the coin machine, but hey, 2 pennies in the dirt. All right, and I'm in tone mode, so it's basically I'm coin sniping at this point, working past the trash and the rustiness, skipping those targets that sound too big to be a coin. All right, and I'm kind of judging it by the pinpointer. When I'm pinpointing it, I can see that it's covering a lot larger area than I would expect a coin to cover. Okay. All right, and I'm staying pretty much in the dirt area here because it's easier to dig, plus I don't damage anything. All right, so got 2 coins in the dirt. Didn't get anything except some trash and whatnot in the dealie. Let's see. Oh, no, you're not gonna get rich doing this thing. No, this is an addiction, a hobby. If you think you're gonna get rich, that's why I'm doing this in real life here. You get the full Monty, and you can see what I'm finding. Oh, look at this. Surface find. Look at that. That's tone mode. It's disappearing. All metal mode. I can see it, but luckily I found it on top. Someone's nail clippers. All right, I guess that counts. I passed my coil over it. All right. Okay, we're coming over here by this grassy stuff. All right, let's go work this area here. Oh, this one sounds promising. It's too big. It's way too big. Okay. I'm looking for whatever pops. There's no what do you call it? Choosing in this case. Can't be choosy. You just gotta find it and dig it. All right. All right, let's go back over here. There's another open patch with no grass in it. All right, go over by this tree. And I'm staying in tone mode. Really just coin sniping at this point. And we found 2 coins so far. 2 pennies, both of them beat up and rusty. Or not rusty, but corroded. And one of them looked like it got bumped by a lawnmower. Okay. All right. Just keep working this area here. Let's come back around. Oh. Crackly noise. Let's skip it. Okay. Some crackling noises. We want the high tone right now. Okay. All right, so 2 pennies in the dirt. Let's see what else we can find before I have to call it. What time is it? 7 o'clock? Yeah, I'm gonna have to call it here soon. Gonna have to call it soon. There's another ground area. Let's try it. Okay. Open patch area here. All right, I'm gonna go back to the to that bench. See if something's lurking back in there. Man, the pond is really low. I was catching bass and stuff right in this area here a couple of months ago, but looks like we hadn't had any rain lately, and we've got these 100-degree temperatures. Main reason why I'm out right now. Okay, let's work this open area here. It's funny, I think I was detecting with the Nocta here, and I kept finding these metal, I don't know what it were, some kind of metal cylinder looking thing. Looked like it might have been part of some piping or something, just a ton of them. And they were coming up pretty high on the discrimination on the Nocta. Here I've got it toned out, so hopefully we're not going to run into a bunch of those again. Here we go. Okay. Tone mode. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, right about here. Okay, right about there. Okay, this is a potential coin or large metal dealie. I see it. It's a, looks like a button. Little button. Maybe a rivet. Describe the working principle. On what? On the detector? I think it's based on the conductivity of the metal. Sends out a signal on the coil, and depending on the signal, it'll return different levels of strength. Like in this case, here's an aluminum dealie. All tone mode, it's going to just bang away and show it's a high tone target every time. Your coins will typically keep a high tone other than your nickels. That'll start getting a low tone. So it just varies on the target. Like here we go, something right there, crackly noise. If I go to all metal mode, it'll just pick it up. It's just going to say I found something, guess what, take a look at it. Versus if you take it in the tone mode like I have now, I've got it set at the 11 o'clock discrimination. So what you do is you'll take like a pull tab, your ring, a nickel, and adjust the setting till you just start getting a different change in the tone or sound of your machine makes on it. So I would say if you're in a hurry to get out there and you don't want to do a full test of your detector to learn the machine, I would say start with a nickel and set it to that setting. Something weird here. All right, I think I see it. Sounded weird. Of course, when in doubt, you dig it. And I'm in doubt on this one, but I don't want to dig too deep right now. Let's check it. Yeah, something different. I'm gonna skip it for now. Let's see if we can find one more coin. It's coin sniping. All right. Let's see. Looking for another open, grassy area. We already did the park, and let's see. Oh, there's a patch of grass over there that's open. Let's go over there. All right, let's just work this area here. I'm gonna go fast in tone mode, and we'll listen for a high tone return. Okay, maybe someone was out here running around and they dropped some change maybe. Let's go back over here, and I'm just going to these patches. Skipping the grass area purposely. Wow, it's muddy here. They definitely ran the sprinklers this morning. Here we go. Okay, that's a low tone. And I'm purposely skipping those. There's a high tone. Let's see if it's a big metal object or maybe a coin. Let's see. Yeah, that's a big target. We'll leave that. All right, got to make some calls at times. Here we go. Look at that little metal blade. There's something here. Let's see. Hopefully it's something small. Okay. This one might be small enough. Oh, look at that. It's a quarter. Nice. Look at that. Coin sniping in the dirt. Nice. Got it. All right. High tone. I had it in tone mode, so we're skipping all the trash stuff. Here's what I was telling you about. If you get some large target that didn't sound like a coin, here's what I'm talking about when you use your pinpointer. See how it's still picking everything up? Okay. In the case of let's just go to that quarter that I just found. In case of the quarter, let's show you how it sounds and why I decided to pick it. See how it's picking it up here, and I can move away, it goes away. Okay, that's why I decided to go ahead and dig this one versus some of those other targets I was getting with the, I'd call it a signature, a large signature. It didn't act like a coin. It was acting more like a large metal object. And since I'm purposely looking for coins, here's something, I skipped it. All right, let's grab this one. Okay. All right. That's a potential coin. Let's find out. Okay. Potential coin. Let's find it. Okay, it moved. Oh, there it is. 2 quarters. Wow. I didn't think to come over here, but I think I better check this spot a little bit more. That's 2 quarters already. Holy cow. Nice. Pretty close to the surface too. All right, 2 quarters. Man, I thought I was gonna strike out today, but I ended up getting 2 pennies and a quarter in the dirt. Okay, this one's acting weird. Let's see what this one sounds like with the pinpointer. Okay, this one may be further down too. Yeah, maybe further down. All right, we'll have to skip that one. Now, let's try it again. And I got that one in all metal or tone mode. Let's pop it out a little bit. I heard some crackliness in it though. Yeah, I heard some crackliness, so it didn't come in like a solid signal like those quarters did. But it is a small coin size object. At least that's what the pinpointer was telling me. It's further down. Okay. And again, I take an angle grinder and I sharpen the end of my trowel. Oh, I feel it. It's some kind of metal object down there. I'm gonna skip that. We're coin sniping at this point. Okay. I mean, pretty interesting. Finding stuff with a discount metal detector here. Okay, this one sounds way too big to be a coin. We'll skip it. And I guess if you were searching stuff and kind of methodically searching an area, you could definitely do a lot better than what I'm doing. Okay, that was that large object. But man, 2 coins right here in this tree area, just out of the blue. Nice. Here we go. I don't know, that's sounding big. Too big to be a coin, but let's just confirm. Let's see. Yeah. No, wait. It may be a coin. Let's try it. Let's pop it out right here. Oh yeah, it is. Wow, another quarter. Holy cow. Why are there quarters here in the tree line? This is weird. All right, let's go clear it just in case. Okay, we're good. Another hit here. Yeah, normally I'll stay by the playground area, mulch, and detect the area. Oh, this is the one we dug earlier. But this time I decided to kind of work the dirt area. And I've squeezed out 3/4 out of here already. Okay, here's another hit. Okay. And you can see the ground is untouched. This is live. None of that fancy hide stuff things. This is metal detecting in real life. Hits and misses. And the first, I guess the first part of this was finding a lot of nothing. And then I just decided, oh, look at that. Penny. I decided to come out and go into the dirt area. And lo and behold, I'm finding some coinage. And I specifically set this one to be coin sniping now. I just went and set it to the tone mode. And I'm just listening for high tones. So I will miss the nickels and whatnot. But I'm willing to skip the nickels for a quarter or two. Another hit here. Okay. All right, let's move up. Okay, I think it's about here. And luckily they're not very deep. There's another one. Wow, another penny. Not very deep at all. Holy cow. This is awesome. I am liking this. Now I just don't know why there'd be a bunch of coins over here. I'm getting a weird signal here. That one's not a high tone. It's more of the aluminum variety. Or possible nickel, but I think it's close enough I can look for it. Yeah. This could be a pull tab. Could be a pull tab. Let's find out. Okay. Yep, there we go. Chunky aluminums. Yeah, I gotta talk because a lot of times I will lose connectivity, or the screen will go dark, or the screen will go crappy. So as long as I keep talking, you guys stay connected. Some say it's annoying. Oh well. Plus I also do a podcast for another channel, and that is all talking. So yeah. But we're also doing some finding. All right, let's see if we can find another quarter. Oh, here we go. No, that's the spot I just was at. I think. Yeah, I was there because it looks like I dug that one up already. Okay, here we go. I don't know. I think this is a chunky metal thing. Big old chunky metal thing. Let's go ahead and pick that up. All right. And then since I have the... here we go. Okay, let's try here. Getting some signals. Okay. Okay. This is another potential quarter, or a coin. At least the signature sounds like it. Oh, let me turn this back on. Okay. There it is. Oh, it's not. Looks like a rivet for some jeans. Okay. All right. What time is it now? All right, I got about 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. What can we find in 10 more minutes? Okay. Nope. All right. Let's see. There's another tree over here. Let's go to this tree. Okay. Getting some buzzy sounds there. Here we go. Let's see what's here. All right. Hopefully it's not hopefully it's a coin. Okay. Just underneath this little deal here. Let's pop it up. And it's a chunky metal thing here. Yep, I know I'm going fast. Short on time. Okay. And what's cool though is this does have a fast recovery, and I'm mainly searching the upper layer of the dirt. Not trying to go for a deep search. Okay. All right, let's come back to where I found some of those quarters. It's back in here. Let's try over here by these trees. Okay. Yeah, there's one here, but it's... I don't know if it's a big one or not. Let's find out. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's a dime. Okay. If I get a nickel, which I don't have it set for the nickel tone right now, we got ourselves a coin slam. A nickel, a penny, a dime, and a quarter is a coin slam. I did the other day come close to getting I call it the grand slam. I was short a quarter. The grand slam is when you find, be it a 50-cent piece or a dollar piece coin. And I'd gotten a Sacagawea dollar, pennies, dimes, and nickels, but I didn't get a quarter. Okay, this one may be a coin. Let's find out. Okay, over here. And you can see how valuable the pinpointer is, the handheld pinpointer. It is a game changer in being able to find stuff quickly versus having to look for it visually. Okay, I moved it, I think. Yeah, I did. There it is. What is this one? Looks like a penny. Wow, we're doing good today. Didn't do so well in the mulch playground area, but we're doing good in the dirt. All right, what time is it? Okay, 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes, gonna have to call it. All right. Let's come back around this way. Camera pixels. It's probably because I used up a lot of my plan's data, and they'll throttle me down. So yeah. So I'll try engaging with you guys by voice and call out anything that I see. I've got about maybe less than 5 minutes now, then I got to call it. Okay. Low tone, had some crackliness to it. Do I scan? It just depends, and it's not every day. It's basically on days that I have an opening. And right now I got a break from the day job, so I'm able to get out a little bit more. So you may see me this next week doing more metal detecting than I normally do. But I try going every day. That one's crackling too much. Let's keep going. Crackling too much. Let's see if we can pop one more before I call it. Okay. Going up against the tree line here. I got it in all tone mode, so we can notch out the iron stuff, the rustiness. All right, I think we're gonna have to call it. So that there is where I found those coins. No silver. All right, and again, I'm using the the Bounty Hunter Tracker 4 right here. Paid $70.35 for it. Easy setup, 3 o'clock sensitivity, 11 o'clock discrimination. Tone mode, all metal mode. I pretty much use that exclusively. I skipped the discrimination mode. I just like having the tone, hearing the different sounds of the target. What am I looking for? Coins and other things. I mainly found trash, but did find some coins this time. All right. Just took a little bit finding over there in the grassy dirt area. All right. Till next time, we'll catch y'all later, and happy hunting. Okay. Okay. All right. Having a hard time shutting this down. Let me see if I can get it to pop this time.